What's your favorite move in the post?
My favorite move has to be the turnaround jump shot, because it's really hard to get to. Maybe take 2 dribbles into the lane and then spin back baseline for the shot. When you get up and really elevate, there's nobody can really defend that because you have the baseline and you have the backboard. Those are only 2 defenders that can get to it, and they're not moving towards you, so it's a unique shot.
That brings up the question, where do you like to get the ball? If that's your favorite shot, then where are you getting it to start that?
Well, I want to get at least one step on the bottom box on both sides. It doesn't really matter what side I get the ball on, but just being able to get some distance. You don't want to actually be too far into the lane because the next help defender can come over and stop you from getting to the middle. But you want to catch it in the mid-range area where you can take 1 dribble or 2 dribbles to the middle and then come back to the baseline for the shot.
Are there shots that you have developed that are strictly for the post? The left-hand hook shot, the right-hand hook shot is strictly for the post. The turnaround jump shot, and it doesn't have to necessarily be just for the baseline. It can be going, dribble to the baseline, spin back to the middle. Right.
The actual pivot, open up, the slight, small bank shot, off the glass, are all good post play. It's no real particular one move that's is what you should be doing. You want to be very versatile and be able to offer a lot when you get the ball in the low post. Getting
open. I mean, you got to get the ball in order to score. So, do you have any favorite ways of getting open?
Well, since a lot of times I'm in the post, I have quite a few guys around me. So just watching the ball. Don't fight with guys because when you fight, then you wear yourself down, and you're not able to be as effective once you catch the ball. Just kind of let the ball be rotated. Let the ball be rotated around on the perimeter, and find your spots. In my league, our plays are set to, we have guys go screen for you.
Right.
So I guess the best thing that I could say when things get tough, when it gets crowded for me, is be patient. Let the play develop. Once it develops, then you're going to find an open area where you can just step right in and receive the ball.
Sounds like a duck-in of some kind.
Yeah,
duck-ins. For the ball to move, and
they're very important. Yeah, I think, and a lot of times the best duck-in is on the weak side.
Right.
A lot of guys want to be on the strong side where the ball is, but that's where all the action, that's where everybody is, all the defenders. And the best time to get the ball is when it's quickly rotated and you duck in.
You were on the weak side already.
Yeah, already on the weak side.
And it's being rotated and you...
Exactly, you duck in strong.
Great. Tell us how you get open using screens.
Well, just let the screener come to you. It goes back to being patient, understanding how the defense is playing you. If a guy is playing you on the top side, you let the screen either come down, let him put his body on him, and then you go. Because if you leave early on any screen, you're putting yourself in a position of not getting the ball, but most of all, having your teammate pick up a foul.
Right.
You don't want to do those 2 things. You want to let the play develop, be patient, like I said, and then once you let him set that screen, then 9 times out of 10, you're going to come off wide open for the shot.
The 3 most important things about playing off the screen: wait.
Yeah, it's all patience.
That's what it reminds me of when you say that. Wait on them, huh? Mm-hmm. What do you do when you're denied the ball or they front you?
Well, you want to let them front sometime. Yeah. On the rotation of the ball, you take up the space and hold the seal. It makes it easier for the weak side guy or the top guy to throw it in, and it's an easy layup. A lot of guys are very, very strong. A lot of guys are going to try to front you, and sometimes it's hard to get around them. But the easiest way to actually get the ball on the front is to just let them front you and just hold the seal when the ball is rotated.
And let them move the ball.
Yeah.
How often do you score simply by outrunning the other post player down the floor?
A lot. I mean, that may be the easiest basket that a player can get, being able to outrun the defender. Get down there, not just necessarily the defender, the entire defense. Get there before the defense gets there to set up. Because once a very good defensive team gets there and set up, then it's going to be a lot harder to get that easy bucket. And just I think the importance of having a really good point guard also to throw the full court pass. But running and giving an opportunity to get an easy basket for your team means a lot, especially for a big guy. Because you don't see very many big guys actually run the floor quick enough to get down, to catch it and score. for all the big guys out there who wants to be very good post players, that's the key. That's one of your first keys, is just being able to outrun another big guy, because that sets up a lot of other things, especially when the guy's a lot stronger, a lot bigger. You want to run him to wear him out. So when he gets down there, his energy is not up to par to stop you.
You got to love contact to play in there. Yeah.
Well, if you don't like it, you shouldn't play the post. That is definitely something that you shouldn't do. But it's something that you just strive off of. I don't care how strong you are or how weak you are. Contact is what makes a post player a post player. And if you start at the young age and you kind of find yourself getting better and better at it, and at each level it's going to get tougher and tougher.
You avoid that contact,
you're not going to get the shot. You're not going to make the shot. You're not going to get the position. You want contact, because the contact lets you know where the defender is. A guy's going to push you strong one way. That's when you got to have the counter that we're talking about to spin back the next way.
How do you keep your shots from being blocked? And you want you to get in there in the war zone where there's a lot of people and there's help defense and you're body to body. You got any thoughts about how can I get this up without getting it blocked?
I think everything in the low post is tied to each other. We spoke about a couple of things so far, but it goes back to getting into this area right here. Because once you hit a guy in the breadbasket from here to here, he can't elevate with you. It wears him down and it keeps him